that's his. Or are you doing both?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did he just set up?
He just said this. This is Lori's over here.
Oh, okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me okay? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite you and welcome you to Mojave's first High Desert Jazz Festival. My name is Todd Gillette. I am the Executive Director of the Mojave Foundation. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Mojave. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the foundation and why this festival is such a big deal for our community and such a big deal for the groundbreaking reality that's being developed. The Mojave Foundation was established about 18 months ago, and our mission is to make Mojave a safer, more beautiful, more desirable place to live, work, and do business. I'd like to recognize two very, very, very special individuals right now, Marlena Bowden and Joyce Grant. Hey, Marlena and Joyce, do you mind coming up here? Come on up. Together, we have worked with another very special person named Steve Slime. And this concert really would not be possible today without Steve, and we'll get into that in a little bit. And please give Marlena and Joyce a round of applause. We would not be here. This concert would not have happened if it weren't for Steve and Marlena and Joyce. And I sincerely respect them and thank them for their hard work in making this happen. It's absolutely incredible what these people have done. This concert's different. What's happening here is fundamentally different. And you guys are participating in a social experiment here. You thought you were showing up to a jazz concert. What you're doing is saving a town. And I don't mean to be melodramatic about that. You're saving a town here. Because through the hard work and dedication and frankly the generosity of a few very select people have given the community this gift of cultural development, given the community a gift of music. And in the process, in partnership with a lot of our small businesses and some corporate donors, we've received some very, very, very special gifts. Some of which you saw in the raffle to your right, some of which you saw in the auction to your left. Now, these gifts were given to the community. We're hoping that they sell for a lot of money today, and I'll direct you to the attention of a few. Every single penny that we raise here tonight goes to the community of Mojave. Let me tell you how. It starts with three things. Streetlights, it starts with housing, and it starts with gardens. Number one, on the top of that list is streetlights. I had 3 pedestrian deaths in Mojave last year. 3 of them. 2 of them were killed in pitch black. Every day, 700 kids empty out of Mojave High School, and they walk home in the middle of the street in the dark. There's no sidewalks and there's no streetlights. One of them was killed crossing Highway 58 last year. I had 50 break-ins and attempted break-ins last year alone. And imagine what that does emotionally. Imagine what that does to the community, when your neighbors, and everybody around you is getting a house broken into and violated like that. Crime happens in the dark. Kids get killed in the dark. These gifts, to your right, are going directly to streetlights here in Mojave. And what I'm telling you is that if we raise the kind of money that I hope to raise tonight, we will double the amount of streetlights that we have in Mojave. So I ask you guys to please open up and be generous, open up your hearts, open up your wallets, and help us out. And I want to recognize a few of our corporate sponsors today. So we could not have done this if it weren't for the very special gifts from some very, very generous people. And I want to start with SNY Furniture. SNY Furniture, right up here, right up the street, right next to Stater Brothers, donated a $1,000 couch set. That little brown couch over there retails at $1,000. It's a gift to the community. That means, Lord, somebody please buy that couch tonight, right? Number 2, Stater Brothers gave us a gift card. If you can find a gift card under the table, please put down a number what you think is what you would like to purchase that for. Stokin' Donuts. Best sandwiches in Kern County. I tell everybody. They gave us a couple gift cards tonight, and I implore everybody, please help yourself to a gift card. Scale Composites, the Spaceship Company, Anthony's Restaurant. Anthony's Restaurant, crying out loud. The food over here is another gift to the community the most generous things that I can imagine. And thank you guys for just eating the food and paying for it. And it's absolutely fantastic. I'd also like to thank Farmers Insurance, PepsiCo. Pepsi donated the drinks that we're drinking here tonight. Voyager Cafe, Mike and Susan Fortuna, thank you very much, Mike and Susan. Golden Queen Mine, also a huge contributor, as well as TNR Hobbies. TNR donated some of the gizmos up here on the table. These flying machines, these remote control flying machines. I encourage everyone to please check them out. Please put down a good price. And welcome to the thing. Appreciate it. All right, so wrapping up, I'm going to turn the mic over to Steve in a second here. We've done a lot of good things here at Mojave. We've got the ball rolling. We knocked down, I'm happy to say, we knocked down 14 derelict buildings this year alone. 14 drug houses. We're not here today. We started a volunteer police squad. Some of my volunteer police, I think Kathy Atkins is here. Some of my volunteers are here tonight in this audience. It's called CSU, Citizen Service Unit. If you'd like, I need more volunteers. Please sign up. We started a community garden. Thanks to Joyce Grant, we can now plant crops and we can grow whatever you want right here in Mojave. So, I'm not sorry. Joyce Grant is our, thank you, sorry. Joyce Grant is our great thank you. With that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Steve. And all I'm asking you guys is, look, this is what we've done in Mojave for the past 18 months. We did it with no money, not a penny. Imagine what we can do if we can actually put real resources behind our big ideas, starting tonight with street lights. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Steve, and he's going to introduce the panel.
Thank you all very much for taking part in the experiment. It's kind of interesting. We kind of phrased it in the context of, a cultural experiment, but it's like we're trying to raise the cultural expectations of this area. It's, Mojave has kind of a stigma, and it's like, let's break through that a little bit. Let's try to get some, higher class music. Let's get some classy events going on in town here. We're working on that. So good on you for taking part. This is great. I need to go through some ground rules. First of all, the lights in the back. You'll see there's the public access restroom there. The restroom through there is really for the band and the crew. Now, no glass containers in here. We brought beverages in. No glass concrete on the floor. It ends badly. Also, the Jazz Harp Quartet is fine with people getting up, serving themselves, eating, putting in bids on things. Don't feel like you're going to break the concentration of the band. They used to playing clubs. They used to having a lot of activity in the audience. If you want something, go for it. Trash is in the bins around the place. Recycling. Marlene, we got
bins for recycling.
Bins for recycling. So, cans and plastic bottles. And really, just thank you all very much for taking part. I don't have much more to say other than we're really honored to have back here again Lori Andrews and the Jazz Harp Quartet. They christened this building as a venue for high caliber music last December, Friday the 13th. And this is a follow-up to their original performance, and we're just really honored to have you guys back here at the Stuart Witt Event Center here at the Mojave Air and Space Park. Thank you.
It is totally our honor to be back. What a cool venue. And now we've increased the bands by 50%. So by next year, we should be up to at least 4 bands, right? Oh, good. Woo! Yeah. Okay. A couple little things. There's a camera up here. on, take some pictures for us, okay? It's right here. I have extra batteries and everything. I'll stop playing. Thank you. You can just turn it on there and, well, I know you're the tech guy. Okay, so this, I almost tripped on. I don't think it's gonna work. All right. Oh, sure. Okay. I'm ready. What are you looking at? I am. You know what? Okay, I have to say, I can't play with the red lights. I have red strings. Can we just turn the tree a little bit? All my strings right now look red in it. Who's doing lights? Thanks, Mark. Maybe, oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Okay. How about the other two? Anything but the red strings. Okay, so now's a really good time to tell you that I have 47 strings. Some of them are red, but not all of them. Actually, my C's are red. I don't know if you can see the white lines behind. I have a red string here and a red string here, black here, and then clear in between. So I go from octave to octave, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So when all my strings look red, it's going to sound really bad. Yeah, all red. Yeah, all red all the time. It does happen a lot. Yeah? People don't realize. Okay, so what else do you want to know? 7 petals. 7 petals. 47 strings. You know, I get asked that question a lot, how long did it take to learn, but I really think I'm still learning. I've been playing over 30 years, but I can't pinpoint a time when I say,